to doing whatever it takes to bring peace to our world. Now, please join me in giving a special, warm-hearted welcome to the Honorable Dr. Michael Nobel.
Your Holiness, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, my dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very honored and grateful for the opportunity to meet all of you happy people here today and to have the chance to speak about a little bit about the peace and conflict resolution, a subject which is very dear to my heart. I'd like to begin, though, by warmly thanking those individuals who have offered me this opportunity. First, and of course, His Holiness Longpor Damajai, to whom I'm greatly indebted. A very special thanks to Mr. Song Achara Sri Roy for the outstanding generosity that he has shown me and for having had the kindness to obtain an audience with His Holiness, and also to introduce me to the Center's activities and philosophy. I would also like to warmly thank Mom Luang Rayadasri for her kindness, friendship, and unstinting support. I have some experience and background in my work for peace. I was born in Sweden and I lived most of my life in Switzerland, two countries who have not had a conflict with their neighbors for hundreds of years. As you have seen, my great-grandfather's brother, Alfred Nobel, created the Nobel Peace Prize. And I spent 12 years of my recent past as head of a nonviolence project which managed to reach out to over 2 million young people around the globe and to teach them nonviolent behavior through various programs in schools. And I sit still on several boards of conflict resolution foundations where we try to make young urban children adopt a nonviolent lifestyle. So I feel very warmly and strongly about peace and methods to induce peace. Now today we are here on a very joyous occasion, the glorious event of the casting in solid gold of the statue of Pramangkol Temmuni. Pramangkol Temmuni dedicated his life in order to rediscover the wisdom of Dhammakaya, the key to the enlightenment of the Lord Buddha for the benefit of Buddhists worldwide. Now he taught us how to practice bringing your mind to connect to the center of your body and to attain Dhammakaya, the body of enlightenment of all mankind. And this is done in order that these teachings may once again announce to the world that the peaceful state of the mind is the secret of success. 100 years from now, I believe people will ask why the image of Pramangkol Temmuni was cast in solid gold. And I believe they will realize he must have been a very important person to receive such an honor and veneration. The casting of his gold image is not only a material expression of gratitude for his compassion and sacrifice, or a monument of love for the much revered Bodhisattva. His gold image will also serve as a historical evidence of his existence and the most important rediscovery. His timely teaching will remain a precious legacy to the world and continue to bring peace and happiness not only to us here today, but to all of mankind. In his best-selling book, African Genesis, Robert Awdry postulated a very negative attitude, that man is by nature a predator. He is prone to violence and all that normally prevents people from attacking each other physically is the training of parents, teachers, and other moderating influences, or the fear of punishment or reprisal. Now, man has done little enough to dispel this rather brutish image. Mankind's readiness to massacre millions of his fellow human beings, let alone obliterate whole species of animals and plants, sharing the planet with him, hardly support the rosy view of man as a noble and compassionate animal. And yet, I believe there are too many truly good men and women in the world to dispute the horrendous view of humanity. Too many examples of kindness, selflessness, to simply accept violence as a natural human characteristic. One only has to think of the millions of people whose lives are devoted to teaching children the life skills, to fighting pain, disease, and poverty, and to protecting lives and property, and to promoting ideals of morality and truth. We have shining example here today in the person of His Holiness Longpo Dhamachai. I think these, rather than barbaric exceptions, are surely the ones who reflect the true nature of man, because these, in fact, are our hope and salvation, even if the good that they do is often overshadowed in the media by the evil done by a comparatively few others. So let me come back to the practice of meditation. I had never practiced the method before I met His Holiness, and even if it was the first time in my life, I still felt a strong feeling of inner peace and relaxation. Now, I believe, anyone with such inner peace cannot believe or engage in external violence. I'm very grateful to Longpo Dhamachai for introducing meditation to me as a method to obtain this harmony and to achieve a peaceful state of mind. I have, as a consequence, decided to join a retreat course organized by the center and to learn more on how to obtain this state of bliss. And I'm very grateful for this chance. There is no doubt in my mind that if all the statesmen in the world, and if the military, the politicians, and the corporate leaders, if they all accepted the principle of meditation and they agreed to assimilate the wisdom of Longpo Dhamachai, the world would surely become a haven of peace and tranquility. I have looked with great admiration upon the works of His Holiness, the temple, the foundation, the structures here, and all its activities. And I feel strongly that the results obtained are truly impressive. Let me tell you, for you who do not know this, let me give you some examples. Longpo is dedicated to advocating world peace through inner peace via meditation to bridge and reconcile differences between people from different countries, religions, and cultural backgrounds. And those are some of the most potent reasons for the present unrest and violence in the world. Longpo's teaching of peace, humanity, compassion, and kindness have touched the life of many, many people worldwide. And we can see here today some of these. His social and